The Architect. These people are the type who favor intellect at the cost of ever getting a girlfriend. Rather than playing for fun, they see Smash as a chess game to scratch the itch they have for self-improvement. A good main for these people would be Olimar or Shulk. That way, they can strategize their way to victory while also not picking what most people would consider to be a fun character. The Logician. These are the kind of people who think outside the box and can explain why SDing on their second stock was actually a really smart decision. They're the kind of person who will discover the mysteries of the universe and then spend all day talking about it on Reddit when they should be looking for a job. A good main for these guys would be Yoshi or Pichu. They're underrated characters with lots of potential, but don't expect them to make up for your lack of talent. The Commander. They're the kind of people who see potential and get things done, even if it means making everyone around you miserable in the meantime. It's hard to deny their leadership or accomplishments, but they're not exactly the type of person you'd invite to your wedding. A good main for these guys include Mithra and Joker. Hey, why get good with a character when you can just pay to win? The Debater. Literally the least fun person at any party. When you try to bring up any discussion, they're always the contrarian, saying things like, you know, Turning Red was actually kind of a good movie if you stop to think about it. A main these people would like include Ganondorf and Little Mac. Just let them play the game, man. Let them find out on their own. The Advocate. These are the type who want to make a difference in the world, even if it's a difference that nobody particularly wanted. They boost their self-esteem by forcing their values onto other people, and justify it by claiming that they're helping others understand a new perspective. These guys would enjoy a main like Wii Fit Trainer or Mewtwo. One day they'll see. One day people will see them as more than just mid-tier characters. The Mediator. These are the people who say that they enjoy wandering so they don't have to admit that they're actually lost. They've got their head in the clouds and find themselves immersed in art or music, or they're just in playground battle arenas spamming taunts for 10 minutes. Mains for these people include characters like King DDD and Me Gunner. They're not here to win, they're here for the memes. The Protagonist. They're natural-born leaders, so you'll need to forgive them for thinking that they're the main character in life itself. They're the kind that rather than telling others what to do, they lead by example. But unfortunately, they normally have the intelligence of a lemming. These guys might enjoy mains like Ness or Young Link. Why bother winning with skill when you can win with your sparkling personality? The Campaigner. These are the true empaths, the ones who really want to see what makes your heart tick, so that way they know exactly how to crush you the hardest. They're the ones who search for meaning and develop deep connections with people until you discover they're total psychos who are trying to extort you. Mains for these individuals include characters like Robin and Incineroar. They don't need to move fast, they just want to wait for you to come to them. Talk about getting close to people, am I right? The Logistician. These people are very practical, logical, and stable. In other words, they're boring as shit. They don't need to be flashy or unconventional. As long as they don't get caught in the same Mario combo 6 times a game, they're happy. A couple mains that might stroke their fancy include Roy and Lucina. Don't even lie, you know you were already using them anyway. The Defender. Literally the most common, basic type of person in the entire world. The type of person who works a 9-to-5 job, comes home, and then plays Smash while you procrastinate filing your taxes. These are the 12 million people you see online who play Mario and Captain Falcon. Even if I suggested someone else, they'd just say, nah, I'll just stick with the character I've been using since freaking 1999. The Executive. These are the people who need everything in its rightful place. The ones who will make you use a coaster to avoid staining their precious cardboard table. They're the ones who want to make sure that the rules are enforced, which means that they're the first to complain to the TO after going 0-2. Mains that might be good options for these people include Samus and Simon. You have a specific place on stage you like, and you will move as little as possible. It just so happens that place is below the platforms. The Console. Whenever you're not busy forcing Kevas and Agnes to kill each other, you enjoy opening up your heart to others, trying to uplift them in their downtrodden situation. You have a strong moral compass, which allows you to encourage people who agree with you while trying to manipulate those who don't. You know, for their own sake. Characters you might cling to include Inkling and Zero Suit Samus. They're not washed, they're top 10 characters. People just don't use them anymore because they don't understand how to use them effectively. In fact, if you take time to learn their combos and kill confirms, you can see the Virtuoso. Someone with innate curiosity, which sometimes leads them to new discoveries while sometimes leading them onto lists that you wouldn't want to be on. They're the kind of person who takes apart a clock to see how it works. But just don't look at their search history. Characters for this personality type include Kazuya and Peach. They'll probably just mash the whole game, but once they figure out what those buttons do, then you should be scared. The Adventurer. Someone who is unique and expressive, to the point where you might not want small children to see. Life is their canvas, and not to be rude, but I wouldn't quit your day job. Characters that might stick out to them include Steve and Alex. They'll see the redness in your face and paint it with your own blood. The Entrepreneur. The go big or go home kind of personality. They're the type of people who thrive on risk. Even if you lose 12 games in a row, sometimes you only need to win the one time. These people might enjoy characters such as Mr. Game & Watch or Hero. Sure, you'll probably die by using Hocus Pocus, but maybe this time will be... well, nothing learned, nothing gained, I guess. Finally, we have the Entertainer. The kind of person where you can't tell if they're spontaneous or they're legitimately insane. They live life with a passion and want others to feel what they feel, but just like their lot in the economy, that feeling is usually pain. Characters that might appeal to them are Sonic and Min Min. Whether they win or lose, it's gonna be an entertaining fight. Unless you don't like Sonic or Min Min, which is pretty much everyone. And that's gonna do it. Leave a like if you gained any insight from this video, or since I know that's probably not gonna be a lot of people, leave a like if you felt insulted in any way. Or even if you didn't. Look man, I'm just trying to game the algorithm. You're obviously still watching. There must have been something keeping you here. Maybe you've just been writing a nasty comment this whole time and haven't actually paused the video. Oh, you should leave a comment too. Before you do that though, leave a like. Okay, I'm done. Anyone who mains Nest is a